take to make a movie? Like we talk about the budget, right? But what does that really mean? And when we hear, and this is a selfish question for myself, because we hear about, how much movies cost to make, and then we hear about the box office numbers, right, after the movie's released. And so if you could walk us through really what that process looks like. How do you make a movie?
Sure, yes. Another beautiful, complex mystery that for people that don't know about it, but once you're into it and once you study it, and then once you go through that structure, it's very amazing. It's like anything that we don't know about it. So making a movie is this. You get the budget, you get your finance, and then that's what you're called. So right now I'm in the development stage, which means we are not in pre-production. We call pre-production the moment that you get financed, because now you're off to the races. You have about 60 or 90 days. You really decide on when to do it. I say I have 60 to 90 days once I'm financed. And finance meaning I have that 2.7 in the bank, or very, very proponents of it, that I know the finance is going to be there. I now call pre-production. 60 to 90 days of hiring cast, auditions, rehearsals, now hiring each department, which is the camera department, the art department, electrical department, and all of the crew members that that make a film. You start hiring all those people. You start visiting the locations. You start going over the scenes with your cinematographer, and you start bringing everyone else into the game as far as what's going to happen with that. And then after that, you start now going on location and shooting the film, which now becomes principal photography. And that usually it's the shortest, but it's the most stressful time. And that usually is for Hero Lost Earth, it's going to be about a 30 to 40-day shoot. And you think to yourself, my gosh, you're doing all this for 30, 40 days. And that's exactly right. It's 30 or 40 days to shoot this film. And then after we do that, now what's called is post-production. That's, you have the footage and now you make it into an actual film, right? Whether it be on a digital camera, we're actually shooting in a film. So we're going to process the film. We're going to digitally transfer it on over to a hard drive. And now we're going to edit the film, which now is the post-production team. That's the editor, that's visual effects, that's the colorist. And that in itself takes that can be anywhere from 3 months. That usually for me is very long, because I'm very, very tedious. I'm very detailed in the sense of, because that's also where music comes into place. It's really about putting all of the footage that you have until now, this is the movie. This is what the audience is going to see. So that in itself is about 3 months as well. So the moment from pre-production to post-production is about half a year. From right after that, we're going to have, even during production, we have executive producers who are going to speak to distributors and sales agents for us to say, hey, letting you know, Hero Lost Dirt, we're going to have a final cut for this film, and we want you to view that. So we can strike a deal with a distributor who pretty much sells the film to Netflix, as well as have a theatrical release as well. Now, we might do both. We might do one, contingent on the best deal that we get. So from the moment we start to the moment we end, we have someone working for us to get distribution and to get the best deal for us. And usually that's just a short way of explaining the beginning of the film to the ending of the film.